Good morning, everybody. It's Stephen Williams, founder and president of the CreditRepairShop.com, and it is unbelievable breaking news. There's another breach of people's personal data, and this time it's from Capital One Bank. They said, and I'm looking at the story right now, that over 100 million credit card applications have been hacked, been stolen. Social security numbers and bank account numbers were also taken because some people attach their bank account to pay their credit card bill. Remember in my video yesterday what had happened to me? The bank made an error because there was a crisscross and they had took a car payment for a Ford, and we don't own a Ford. We don't have a car payment. They took it from my account and applied it to someone else's Ford motor car payment. We called them up and they found that they didn't admit to it, but it was an error on their part. Now look at what just happened with Capital One. Over 100 million people have their social security numbers stolen, have their bank account information stolen. Some of the times when you see stuff like this, you're like thinking, how can this happen? Why is this happening? Is someone just walking around with a drive or a jump drive or something, a USB drive with all of these with all of our information on it, and just walking around and just passing it out to people or leaving it on a table while they're visiting Starbucks? This is just unbelievable and unacceptable, especially because the penalties that small business owners pay when they have when one person's information is somehow taken, the penalty that we pay as small business owners is way more than what these companies pay, and they're literally making it to where they are have it open somehow with not securing millions of people's credit card applications and bank account numbers. There must be some way that people are either backdooring software or application processes or websites, something. There has to be some way that people that are doing this are backdooring and doing this and getting this information, because it's unbelievable. So we're going to keep you up to date. When I see something that says what they're going to offer as a remedy, which is probably going to be to freeze your credit, which a lot of people already did from last week with the settlement with Equifax. Freeze your credit. Don't allow it to be ran unless you have approval. Double check your credit reports all the time. And now that they have the bank accounts from Capital One allowing, with this breach with Capital One, the bank accounts you need when you wake up in the morning, after you get ready for work or whatever you got to do, check your bank accounts. Make sure that there's no unauthorized transactions. When they do stuff like this, sometimes they'll just look at getting $5 out of your account, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to spread it over millions of accounts. Right now they have 100 million credit card applications. If they just take $1 and you don't look and don't you just disregard that $1, you might have thought you spent it at a gas station on some chewing gum or something, and they say a $1 from 100 million people, they're making $100 million in one transaction with all of those. This is how these types of thieves are doing this. They don't have to rob banks anymore. What they're doing is they're just saying, how can we rob and get the information, and then we'll figure out how we can take money out of everybody's bank account. So I'll keep you up to date. When I see something come down the line for Capital One with this breach, I will let you know. But until then, make sure you have credit monitoring. There's a link below if you need to get it if you don't have one. for all three reports, you need full information, and then freeze your credit if you want. If you want to do that, just in case. Because if you are not used to checking your credit and looking at it all the time and have alerts for anything or any activity on it, you need to make sure that you go ahead and freeze your credit too. So this is Stephen Williams, founder and president of thecreditrepairshop.com.